what we're doing. I'm gonna do your Sunday readings. Trying to get back into a healthy routine here. Somewhat consistent, right? Develop some form of consistency. I'm gonna start off with these collectives, and then, oh, Queen of Wands, where you been at, girl? I ain't seen your hating ass in a while. You been in the shadows. I mean it too, the Hermit. You've been in the shadows. I ain't seen you in a while. The Hermit and High Priest. Lord. This old magical couple. Okay. All right. Let's go. I don't know. This kind of, I do know. This just is messy for me particularly, but I know people that are going through this. You know, I know people do. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a thing, right? And, you know, I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to pull up my other. Oh my goodness. Cancel. I don't care about that. Here we go. Trying to find my own live. All right. Because looking at the live helps me look at y'all's questions. At any rate, Roger Rabbit. What I'm seeing here, ma'am, lady. I have this woman, you know, your actions are challenged. You're sabotaging yourself, ma'am. You know, at the end of the day, there's accountability here that you've yet to take. There's a female here that's yet to take accountability. Your tongue is very sharp. Most of what you say is lies. It's deceitful, it's dishonest. You take a lot of low blows. There's a lot of curse words. There's not a lie that you won't tell. Is there a lie that you won't tell? Do you have any integrity? I don't see any integrity. Furthermore, ma'am, you know, Queen of Wands tends to be a fire sign. You know, Aries, Leo, Sag. It does not have to be. Sometimes I'm just describing energy straight up. I do want to throw that out there though, because I haven't seen her in a while show up. At any rate, I see somebody here salty, just hating, you know. I see that you're in debt. You've created a lot of family debt. And you're telling me that you're trying to fight. This is like a last-ditch effort. You're trying to fight for this relationship. You're trying to fight for this family. You're salty right now because of the amount of financial debt that you appear to be in. There's a lot of financial debt here. Credit card debt, well, you name it. All kinds of debt. Financial debt. And I see you protesting something. I don't know if you're trying to protest a credit card bill, a statement, what you're trying to do. But it looks like you're trying to block a relationship from starting. You're trying to give one last-ditch effort for your own relationship to stay there, I guess. It looks like you've very much planted yourself there due to the amount of financial debt that someone is in, due to this relationship, no doubt. You could also be saying, hey, all relationships, you know, go through financial struggle. And they do, hon. But the issue with you is the amount of dishonesty around all this financial debt. I recall a memory. A gentleman told me once, oh, she dropped it in the toilet. She dropped it in the toilet. And I thought, that is the oldest trick in the book. I'm looking at him like, you cannot believe that for a second. Please tell me you don't believe that. But he did. Like, he's like, no, you don't know her like that. Oh, I know a liar when I see one. Well, I mean, that's like a first grade level lie. What do we, okay, all right. Sips tea. At any rate, it made me think of that one scenario. The current energy, I have a gentleman here pushing forward. I don't know if he just got a new vehicle, but the gentleman, to me, in his private moments, he's thinking about moving forward and what that would look like for him. Furthermore, he's got a lot of love here in his heart for someone. However, this is hidden. He's got hidden feelings, hidden emotions for another. He's telling me that there is a huge grudge, and at the heart of this thing is a huge grudge. There's betrayal in this relationship, that his heart lays somewhere else. However, due to this third party interference, there's no way the hearts are going to break even. And I see a woman here protesting. She is throwing all kinds of low blows, making up stories, making up shit, especially in regard to somebody else's finances and how they get money. You know, whatever, girl. In the future, this will be made right. I don't give far off readings. This, even if it has to go through the court system, whatever, okay? To each their own. This will be made right. I'm sorry, you know, that the hearts don't break even. I am. I also see where someone, there's a lot of deep regret. And in the future, I see that there's a gentleman here that, to be fair, wants to apologize. I do see him coming through single, and he's putting a lot of value for once on his emotional happiness versus this coin. You know, the challenge here is that he is still invested with this woman that has him by the kahunas when it comes to his wallet. He's heavily invested there. I mean, I got the Hermit with the High Priestess. You two definitely have some type of bond. So if you're thinking about this person, they're thinking about you, okay? But at the heart of this thing, there's betrayal and there's grudges in this connection between you two and this third party. Furthermore, this woman, you know, let's face it, if I'm talking to another woman, honey, she know about you and she ain't got a lot of nice things to say about you at all. At all. Okay. In the future, it's going to be made right. I see somebody regretting their decisions that they've made in the past, for sure. This person just wants to be happy. I see them coming through in the future, coming through in the future, single. And the happiest, they're in the best headspace they've ever been, ever. The challenge here is what they've invested in the past financially. You know, there's still going to be strings to sort out. Furthermore, you got Misha in the background, crying, bringing up all these grudges and these betrayals and this third party and blah, 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 blah. So it is what it is, but my brand new table that nobody knows how it just got damaged. I can tell you how it got damaged, but my brand new table, isn't that nice? Don't you just love children? Brand new table. Thing looks like it's 10 years old. And it conveniently got spun to the back of the room. So, how about that? Second collective. Let me shuffle y'all out first before we start pulling. Right, here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. Page of Pentacles. Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. That's funny. I ain't heard that song in a long time. Every one of your sordid affairs. Okay. Yeah, they're just going to pick up where they left off. So in the future, I saw this challenge. It's like we'll go pick up where we left off. Okay, second collective, let's go. Yeah. This is just an extension of the first collective. They just not done. Let me clear my throat. Okay, we just not done. We not done, baby, about this third party business or this reconciliation. You get what I'm saying? Let me clear my throat. Hold on, I gotta flip it there. You smart. You's a smart lady. Queen of Swords is the sharpest court card, feminine-wise, that I have. Book smart, street smart, you name it. She is a... But she say what she mean, and she mean what she says. I can tell you that. She's sometimes noted if she was a tarot reader, especially with all that priestess energy you had up in here. Here we go with this Queen of Wands again. Okay, girl. She likes to come out. Old Queen of Wands been sniffing around here lately. Girl. Collective, if you don't know this, now you do. You are renting, you got this woman's full attention. You are renting condos in the field, okay? Okay. I got condos. I don't know. I had to look her up. I know that's right. I had to look her up. I don't know. I had to look her up. Ooh. And all these challenges in the future. Let's go. Right, let's go. 8 of Wands. Y'all see that? Let's go. If you want to know. If you wanted to get it, let me know. Okay. Truth. Right. That was the truth. You rent condos in a girl head. That's for damn sure. That's the lie detector determined. That was not a lie. Some egg ones. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty. Second collective, which I feel is just an extension of the first one, but we'll do it. In the recent past, like I said, somebody has invested a lot. Time, energy, effort, resources, mostly money, with this female. Okay? And they're stuck with her. They trapped with her. Trapped with her due to the finances. You see, I mean, they trapped with her due to the finances. That's the truth. Even this Queen of Wands knows it. This is the hardest part. I don't want to come down on this lady. You know, she's a beautiful girl. I'm not going to knock that she's not pretty. She's a good-looking girl. At least here she is. In the recent past, she was. And the truth is, even this lady knows that this is just a financial arrangement. And that's why we're kind of stuck there. Due to these financial arrangements, okay? The current energy, and this could be you. I could be talking to somebody here that, you know, good-looking girl, you're stuck in a situation. The truth is, you know, there's just a financial commitment with this, okay? Because the challenge here in the current energy is this relationship. It's tough. And you're telling me you've checked out, or that the other, like, but I'm seeing that there's challenges in this relationship. And it's so hard. It's so hard. I don't know if it's hard dragging another party around, but it's hard. It's hard because one or both of you have already given up. They've already given up. One or both of you have given this up. But now we're just dragging around, we're dragging around a burden, dragging around dead weight. Both of you, in my opinion, have given up on the relationship. And in the future, I see a reconciliation. There is a King of Pentacles here, stable, somewhat stable, okay? Somewhat stable. The challenge of his stability is being challenged. And I see it because this girl got him by the kahuna. She's been invested in his life for a while, okay? Whatever those infections, whatever that is, okay? I see it. I'm just kind of stuck with this lady. But there's a reconciliation in the future, not too far off. This King of Pentacles is getting his foundation rock, though. When he comes towards you, he's highly sexually energized. He really wants to just get out there again, maybe get back to himself. But the issue is every time he leaves, every time he starts pursuing something, it's causing an argument. Be it with you, if I'm talking to you, ma'am, or be it with this third party. It's causing argument, tension. Every time he sees something, gets interested in another person, there's this competition argument. And it's fear-based. And someone is, another thing with this dude, The thought of this reconciliation for him, it's challenging his financial stability, but the flesh wants what the flesh wants. He wants to move forward. He sees victory and success with you. He sees a stable relationship. But there's this argument from this other party, and it's embarrassing. The challenge here of the argument from the third party female and the embarrassment of it, he's very worried about it. He doesn't want to get embarrassed. There's a challenge here of being embarrassed. Like, this is the type of girl that's going to come and beat my door down, flatten my tires, go to somebody else's house. You know what I mean? To the point where when he thinks about moving forward, like just leaving, like, I'll just run with the clothes on my back, making travel arrangements even, he gets exhausted. He gets exhausted just thinking about it because of the fear. This lady crazy, and I see it here. 8 of Swords with the truth. If I add that, 8 plus 1 makes the 9. I see it here. He's just, it's like, man, every time I go somewhere, I do anything, I start, thinking forward. There's this fear of him pushing forward. And just the thought of it is exhausting, because I don't know if these are threats. Really, though, it's all in his head. It's really all in his head. But this girl has got condo. You've got a condo in her head, therefore she's creating condos in his head. Do you see how that plays out? I don't even know if you know her, because straight up I heard, I don't even know her, I had to look her up. That's what I heard in my head. I don't even know her, I had to look her up. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Okay. All right, can we switch gears and go into a different collective? Here's a quarter, call someone who cares. Okay, let's give it up. Yeah, y'all cracked me up. There's rumors here about this little bit of money, so there's rumors here about somebody's money. Or there's rumors here about what somebody would do for a little bit of money. And a Page of Pentacles is like the adult 20, baby. Yeah, sleeping around. He's sucking dick for money. I swear. I saw it in the... Lord. I'm trying to tell you. Sleeping around for money. I mean, you get this kind of energy. I don't know if somebody having wet dreams or what, but let me just get all the cards out here before I start painting scenarios. All right, let's go. Third collective, let's go. This seems to be more masculine based. Lord. Yeah, what you finna do? All right. I could be talking to a younger man, definitely. What you finna do, sir? Shawshank your way out of there? You gonna Shawshank your way out, okay? You gonna Shawshank his way out. My boys do that. My 2 little dogs, they Shawshank me all the time. They do, man. They rotten. They rotten. I do mean it. This person's planning, they done made their mind up. This looks like a Shawshank. Okay. Second collective. I feel like there is no 3 collectives, by the way. I feel like this is one big collective. 1, 2, and 3 are just piggy banking. Well, there's a lot of talk about money up in here. Piggybacking off of each other. This is just one big collective, in my opinion. Tower on the bottom of the deck. I'm so sorry. There's new love here. I do feel like it's at the expense of another. This changes everything. Nothing will ever be the same. But there is an apology, like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm in love with another man. I'm in love with another girl. You know, and someone's looking for their options to leave. The issue is these 2 different women. One of them is very stable. The other one, well, I got a woman here who's fine as wine, age like wine as well. Stable, beautiful, gorgeous, smart, intelligent, and independent, financially independent, single, someone wants to reconcile with. They do. This person has possibly kept an item of yours, you know, safekeeping, something that reminds them of you. Yeah. There is something here. Whatever this is, this could be a kid doing something. And there's whatever they said was strong. So it's irking someone's intuition. They know this. They know. If this is you, you know this person's taking action towards you. Requires a lot of strength. I just want you to understand that. Requires this person to have a lot of strength and courage to come towards you with this love offer for commitment. It's somebody from your past. This brother is from the past, baby. This is a past person. It is. There's something here about your boundaries and wanting to negotiate with you. And you have priorities. And this person is extremely worried about an argument that's fitting to pop off. It's a matter of time. You're strong, though. You protect your happiness, your family. You're just a different speed. You cut from a different cloth. Ace of Wands. You get excited easy, but you protect your emotional happiness. There's just something. Yeah, somebody wants the Empress. They jumping towards you. At any rate, let me continue this reading. Somebody here is tired. You know that feeling when you wake up tired? This person's waking up tired. I think that this person has had a long, this is a gentleman. This gentleman has had a long time to think. And he is attracted elsewhere. However, the challenge here of his decision on what action to take, what is he going to do? There's a challenge here. It's like I've thought long and hard about it. I know who I want to pursue, who I'm attracted to. But the challenge of him taking action on it in the recent past. It's like he has to put a plan in place strategically, but it's sketchy, where he has to kind of sneak around, and there is a fear of getting caught. So there's this kind of go with the flow attitude he has. There's a challenge here of, does he just want to sneak around forever, or does he just want to cut the bullshit, stand in his authority, and say, listen, this is what it is. In the current energy, I see him taking a stand, taking action on said plan. He's telling me he's learned his lesson. There is an opportunity here for growth, financial growth, and it's a big one. This person has learned valuable skills and trades throughout the way, and there's this opportunity for financial growth for him right now that he has manifested in for himself. Whatever this is closes a cycle out for him. Whatever he recently took action on, he's learned some type of skill, trade, whatever. Somebody peeped him the game, I'm not for sure, but it has something to do with his finances. There is this huge opportunity for wealth and success for him. He's manifested it in. The flip side of that coin is that it closes out whatever chapter this is. In his current energy, what I'm seeing is that this is a very challenging answered prayer. Like, it is an answered prayer. This is what you manifested in. You manifested closing out this cycle, yet it's still a very challenging answered prayer. You've got this Queen of Cups energy here that's holding a grudge. Like I told you, I feel like the hearts just won't break even. It's like you have to hurt someone. You've got to hurt someone, and you know that this female has strong feelings for you, and you've got to hurt her. It's either you hurt her or you hurt the other one. What are you doing? Because in the future, the challenge of this ending permanently, in the future, there is a challenge of things officially changing. Still, it's like the never-ending story. In the future, I see a challenge of death. A challenge of things being final. A challenge of changing. Because when we think about it, there's someone here that still gets to us. We still feel trapped with. We still feel trapped with them. all up in your head. You feel stuck with this person and you're not interested, you're not happy there. So in the future, what I'm saying is, if you want to just consider this a daydream, then so be it. Maybe this is a dream where you were leaving, you didn't know quite what to do. Either you will continue to sneak around or you just go cut the shit. Maybe you've even told this person, in my opinion, you could have even told this person, like, this is what I do here. You know, yes, I've been sneaking around. Yes, I've been doing this. So now what? Now you're free to take action. Things have kind of closed out, but this is a very challenging answered prayer, because the resentment is going to continue to build with the current person. Things have changed in the future. We're still trapped where we are. Resentful, not interested, not on the same page. So what exactly, how do you plan that to work out? Because the cycle's closed. So we've got resentment and tension building in a home or a relationship. In the future, I see this very hard for you, very hard to officially end something. You have to end it, but you're telling me I still feel stuck there. I'm not interested in this person. I have no emotional attachment for them. We're not on the same page. But then why are we still stuck there? Why are you still trapped with this person? Because I can't make it make sense. The math isn't going to math with me. You know, you've learned your lesson. You've learned new skills, new trades. You've manifested this cycle, this brand new cycle for yourself. Huge financial opportunity. But this is a very challenging answered prayer due to having to betray someone that you have feelings for, or that this woman has feelings for you. To me, it's guilt and shame. The longer you stay there, it's just going to build resentment. Both parties are going to feel resentment. Not interested, not on the same page, not growing together, just trapped. It's like two dead people, two little zombies living in the same house or in the same relationship, just trapped there with each other. Yeah, somebody here has fallen in love with the other's hand. You know, you go feeding stray cats. I don't know what else to say about that. They fell in love with your hand, not your heart, honey. Anything else on the collectives? Empress, you looking good. Empress looking good. It looks like you have a lot to show for yourself. You definitely come into reaping season. You got a nice harvest this year. You look good too. You look good. You smell good. You got a lot to show for yourself. That kind of, I mean, this kind of attention right here that is the most prominent attention off the next spread, that's going to create a lot of attention for you as well. When you look that good financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, now we got some challenges here. You're hiding the heartbreak. God bless you. Empress, you're hiding this heartbreak. You hide it well. The challenge of you hiding the heartbreak, you're trying to use your discernment, but you're trying to hide this heartbreak. It's like, what's the final call? You know, what is the answer? What is the final call here? Because every day that you hang on is just, it's killing you. You know, it's like, I gotta hide this heartbreak. Oh Lord Jesus, here. This is the shitty part. There's a challenge here of a third party heartbreak. Okay, that's the big secret. And right now, the challenge of making the final judgment call. In the future, I do see someone getting kicked out on the street. This is job loss, poverty. It does finally end. Things do finally change. And it's overkill. There's one in the future, whatever this is, Someone gets put out. It changes everything. Someone loses a job, something to that effect. But it changes everything. It's the nail in the coffin, right? Death card. It's the nail in the coffin. It's overkill. Ten of Swords. It's overkill. However that resonates with you. I see you hiding it, hiding heartbreak. Your spirit team is out here. All these challenge cards, yeah. You're telling me you just don't know. So I'm not for sure if you recently moved or you moved over a body of water, but in the recent past, what I'm seeing is that there's going with the flow. Like, it's no big deal. I'm used to it. There's a feminine energy here, Empress. You got a lot to show for yourself. You've taken good care of your property, you and your property, you and yours, okay? And you've been easy breezy cover girl up in here. You've been letting things roll off your back. There could be a body of water that separates the two of you. I see that you wish someone well. It's like, all right, well, I love you. You know I love you. But right now, the challenge of you trying to hide this heartbreak and waiting on a call. You could be waiting on an actual phone call, waiting for someone to take action on you. There definitely could be a travel issue now, a delay in travel issues, where you haven't even heard from this person. You're not even for sure what's going on with them anymore. You're starting to question, like, is this person ever going to call? Are they ever going to come through? What is up? I see that in the current energy, you're trying to hide this heartbreak for sure. That's a challenge. It's a challenge to keep things to yourself. You're not for sure. You know that there's a lot that you don't know, but more so there is some stuff that you do know. You're trying your best to shut your heart off to all of it. You're doing, like, on the outside, you're doing a pretty good job shutting your heart off. But the challenge of what's going on in the inside is the hardest part for you. Yeah, didn't I tell you about that Queen of Swords? All right. Oh, I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. In the current energy, you hide your heartache pretty well. No, but I don't think people would really know. You come across as happy and upbeat. You could be in some line of medicine as an occupation, but you come across as healed. Nobody would really know that anything's going on with you. You're a go-getter. You get up every day. I think that you're even aware of some type of spiritual attack that could be trying to come up against you and your family. I see that you're happy. You appear healed. However, I also think that you get triggered easy. You're very protective about your family. For the most part, you're happy, healed, in your current energy. People would not know that you're struggling with a heartbreak. You've overcome a lot of that. And there is temptation here, though, with the family. What is this temptation? There's something here about tempting the family, or someone's trying to blame. They're trying to blame someone else's family, like they obsessed with somebody else's family. And if someone's trying to say you obsessed with their family, I don't know, or I had to look her up, because I'm seeing it here. Like, obsessed with what? Baby, what? I don't even know. What are you talking about? Obsessed with what? I don't know. I had to look, because there's someone here blaming you. So this is either you obsessed with them or them obsessed with you. This could be your family member that is very triggered, like a daughter that's very highly triggered whenever this situation comes up. Members of the family being triggered. I can let you know that there's a temptation here to trigger someone's family. This could be younger folks with pages out here. Like, if there would be any type of gossip because there seems to be quite a bit of good gossip about you in the recent past. This is very good gossip. You're getting offers. Things look good for you. You look good. All good news. All good rumors about you in the past. You're happy. You're healed. You look good. Someone here wants to doubt that. And if they can't get to you under your skin, they're tempted to trigger the family, extended family. In the future, I just wouldn't want to go up against you. I wouldn't. I don't know who's doing this, but I can tell you what. I see job loss, permanent job loss as well in the future. Whatever this is, it ends everything. There is something here about a poverty situation in the future that changes everything. This is overkill. 10 of Swords. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. This could also be the end of a curse or a hex. There is something here that whatever I'm saying resonates with you, because this is like a hindsight being 2020, where there's this big I told you so moment. This light bulb that goes off in your head in the future. This is overkill. Last nail in the coffin in the future. Why someone gets put out, why they get fired, it's over. Whatever this is so devastating. It's the ultimate betrayal. And when it's all going to make sense. It's all going to come out in the wash in the future. I see you having a challenge, but it's like you could be driving down the road and a light bulb moment hits you. Like, oh my God, there it is. There's that missing puzzle piece. There it is. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah, you knew it. You know it. In the future, I also see this person being kicked out, let go. I see a lot of bad things happening for someone. And I see you having time to reflect on it. Like, wow, holy shit. I see a lot of things crumbling, right? Tower view. I see a lot of things crumbling around you. All right, I'll take those questions. Furthermore, let me touch on this. With that triggering your family, please don't, you need to protect your family and tell them not to get involved. Because I don't want the outcome. It seems like somebody would try to trigger your family to create some type of situation where they would create a poverty moment for your extended family because they felt the need to defend you, especially if they were under the influence at the time. So if they caught one of your kids slipping and the kid was under the influence, do you see what I'm saying? It's the nail in the coffin. It is the ultimate betrayal. It's the ultimate grudge. And when you're a younger person, it's very easily to get triggered and do something stupid that could cost you your job, cost you losing living arrangements, whatever it is. So I'm going to caution you there. Think about it and think about it hard before you say or do anything that is permanent. And that goes for you as well. Things look pretty good for you right now. I also see you having a tower view in the future. You're going to see a lot of things crumble around you. All right, let's go. All right, Ishita Kumar, how you been? Hi, I want to ask what's coming in my love life. You're single. Give it to me again. I'm sorry. Give it to me again. Come off that King of Wands. Thank you. Damn. Ishita, this is the weirdest reading, girl. Lord. Man, your energy's odd. Your energy's odd. Or it's just this masculine's energy, you know, because I'm a female and I'm trying to navigate a man's mind here. It's difficult. Especially this gentleman. Quite difficult for me to do. Difficult for him to do. Look at all these 10s in the recent past. Wow. You know 10s are endings, right? Yeah, it's a past person. I got a past person here, really. Okay. Did you listen to my collective in the very first collective I gave, Ishita? The very first one? But let me get more specific just for you. Hold on. Damn, Gina. Okay, well, yeah, hater. You got a hater alert. Ooh, right. This is when your haters start asking you for job applications. Right. Okay. Seriously. You've, in the recent past, you have this gentleman, good looking guy. He could have been a Sag, Aries, or Leo, doesn't have to be, but very fiery, very charismatic, ladies' man, charmer, skilled. However, he's coming across, albeit he's good looking and fine, very fine, very much in financial debt. Things were very hard for him, extremely hard. He had a lot on his plate, a huge burden, mostly financial. He's coming across as single though, like he's good with it. This is someone that lives beyond their means. He could have drove a Mercedes, right? He's got caviar taste and a Bud Light budget, right? He's got caviar taste and a Bud Light budget. The current energy though, coming off this man with you, I don't know what happened with you. Because to me, he wants to take action, but he's financially strapped. And it's very hard for him to look at your emotional happiness. It is. The more he looks at you, the bigger the grudge he takes with you. He's taking hella grudge that you're receiving offers and that you look stable. You're receiving financial offers, whatever that is. It's very challenging for him to accept that you are stable financially. He's coming across as mean. He's telling me that you are promiscuous, you a hoe, that anything that you got, it's because you slept your way to the top, that girls have it easier than guys do. He's holding a grudge with you. This is someone, this is someone that would be happy for you to your face, by the way. I mean, they're coming across as a little stalkerish. I use the term stalker with caution because I don't think this is the type of dude that's going to sit outside your house. I'm saying this is somebody that if you have social media, yeah, they looking you up all the time. Whatever he's seeing though, like say this is social media, you have restrictions on what he can see. All he can see is the highlight reel of whatever you're posting if this is social media. If this isn't social media, whenever you do speak with him, it seems like you're high-vibing, you're good, you're happy. And this person knows they could probe you for more information, but you have boundaries in place. So they're going to try their best to lower the guard, or they're going to try to find a way to get around what restrictions you have in place, even if this is on social media. In the future anyway. It's not fair, Marsha. This is a gentleman that's taking a grudge with your financial stability. I know you asked me about love, but it's a past person, whoever this is. This person in the past, they could have drove a brand new vehicle. You didn't know that they were completely strapped broke. They didn't have $2 to their name. They were struggling because they looked so content with, no, honey, caviar taste, Bud Light budget, okay? In the future, this person is taking hella grudge with you, or in the current energy, taking hella grudge with you and your possessions, your stability. They feel like you slept your way to the top, that it's not fair that you're making more money than them because this is a man's world and they have to work so much harder than you do, blase. You don't make the rules, baby. Hate to play it, or hate the game, don't hate the player, okay? And I'm not going down that road, but anyways, in the future, this is somebody that would be nice to your face. They feel like you only got a head because you're beautiful. Your beauty. It's not fair that you're making the money that you make, but they would be happy right to your face. They're trying to study you for cracks in your boundaries, how they could get around that. This person has been in competition with you for quite a while. The worst thing about it is that you have fond memories with this person. You do. And this person wants to argue those memories as well. They're tempted to bring up old memories from your past that you would reflect fondly on. Like, let's just say you and this person went out a long time ago and there was an argument at a bar, right, that would have painted you. They're tempted to bring up something from your past that would create argument. And they're tempted to do it in public to knock you off your high horse. This is something, this person they want to pick a fight with you in public. They would possibly take advantage of you. Like, say you all went out after work or whatever the situation is, but say this would happen in a setting where you've already had one or two alcoholic drinks or something. They're tempted to bring up this past fond memory of yours, right? And then go back and forth about the details of what happened. And they would do this to kind of rile you up, make you animated, and they would do it on purpose in a public setting for you to expose yourself. See, she's not so great after all. You understand what's happening there? Now, I know you asked about love, but that's what I'm seeing. This person, they're showing me this person's hand and what their plans are with you. They have a hella grudge with you. They feel like you only got your position because of your beauty, the way you look, that it's not fair that you're making the money you make, you don't deserve it, they work so much harder than you, blah, 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 blah. I hate her. I hate her. Now, something about their attitude has changed with the hating based on your position. You've got this big financial opportunity that it looks like you are protecting, and this person wants to kind of back you in a corner and see the boundaries, the buttons they can push. But right now, they're debating on what action to take to get around you, to trick you, to steal your peace. And this person's smart. They feel like they can outsmart you as long as they stay within the legal ramifications and professionalism, so to speak, right? I feel like there's an answered prayer with your work that you have manifested, and this person knows it. They know they got to keep it in a professional sense, but that's why they're coming for you. You've manifested in this financial independence, your resources, what you up to. And it's hard to catch up with you, by the way. They really don't know your friends, your family, they don't really know what's going on with you because there's restrictions in place, boundaries and such. You have a very strong intuition, extremely strong, and they know that. They can smell that, and they're kind of afraid of you. They're looking at the options for stability themselves, financial security. The truth is, this person, they got feelings for you, but it's just they're not on the same page. They're not on the same page with their own feelings. They can't get over. This is a very chauvinistic, old school 1950s kind of approach where the man makes more and the woman makes less. And I'm not saying that that's not your problem. He needs to raise the bar. That has nothing to do with you. What you supposed to do? Lower your pay scale so he can look better? I don't think so. Anything else you can say about that was an answered prayer? That's what you needed to hear. Anything else you could tell her about this being single? Anything she can expect for love? Hater. You got this hater that, damn, they hating on your money. Why they hating on your... Okay. Recent past, something popped off for you that was extremely exciting. You have a lot of haters right now. About how much money you made, this brand new big financial offer, okay, and the current energy. And they want to know the truth about it. They want to know the truth is that, like, this is somebody, I don't know why they want to know. They want to see your W-2, girl. They want to see your paycheck stuff. You got a lot of haters around you. But this, in the same energy, these are people that would go with the flow with you. Secretly, they want to hurt you, okay? They're unhealed, but... yeah, it's tough. This is tough. Whatever you do for work, it's tough to come. The truth is, whatever you do is hard, but it makes a lot of money even in the future. This is hard. It only gets harder. The more money you take, shit. The more you make, more money, more problems. I don't know how else to say that. Okay. I don't know what this has to do with the love reading, because I asked about your love life. It just seems like you got to get out there and get around more like-minded people. You know, people in the same tax bracket as you that you could learn stuff from. Something in the recent past was very fortunate for you. I see it. Queen of Pentacles with the 77. 777, yeah. Whatever this was in the recent past, it was exciting. You couldn't be happier. I see your skin glowing. You took action on it quick, girl. Somebody handed you this huge opportunity. You see you holding that wand? They handed it to you and you took it and ran, as you should have. Hello? As you should have. And I see you protecting that. You're protecting it in the recent past. That's what you're doing. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't know why this is supposed to be a love reading, but we ain't really touching on love. Unless we are and it all makes sense to you. But I ain't got no... The only cups I have right now in the recent past is confusion, and you having hella options. When it comes to love in the recent past, exciting and new, you look good. I see that you have standards. You've really put yourself up on a pedestal. You're in some line of work that's respected, and you have a lot of options there. But you got haters in your current energy just off of what you make, off of what you drive, everything. They can see it. Ray Charles could see it, baby, that the tables have turned and luck is on your side. Everybody can see it. It's a hard pill for people to swallow, even in the future. It just gets rough. It's hard. People are very nervous when they get around you. They're very nervous. Whatever this is, in the future, things get harder. You know, more money, more problems. And I see something here that you're worried about. You're worried that if you don't take action on it, if I don't take action or I make a mistake. Because in the future, something gets hard. It gets hard. It's a burden. And it has something to do with the money you make or the bills that you're accruing. I see you worried about something in the future. You or someone else extremely worried. If this is someone else worried, I tell you, they're worried because if in the future, if they don't take action, they're worried that this is over forever. If I don't take action, it's over for good. If I don't take action, it's over for good. I will tell you that if this is a gentleman, there's embarrassment here and shame and fear. And if they do nothing, well, then nothing's going to change. And the fear is that it's just going to be over. But with all this grudge and hateration, holleration up in the dancery, I just don't know how you could get around it. You know, to me, this person got a lot of healing to do, and it's not your job. You're not a therapist, and you're not God. However that relates to you, I'm sorry. That's all I see when I ask about your love life, hon. Hey, Colin. How you doing? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, correctly. Martin Spring, hi. Can you tell me when I'm going to move? Martin, if you're here, can you hit that heart button one time so I'm not just reading for people who left? Thank you. Tell me when I'm going to move. Give me something there on that night. Wands challenge. Okay. Boys. Sorry. Boys. I feel like it's dark in here. Can y'all see me? It's dark. It's going to be where I'm at because it's raining out. Hold on, let me see what they're after. They're upset. Hold on. Give me a second, I'm sorry. What's the matter, Bella? What matter? What matter? Show me. What matter? Here. You want something? Do you need something? You want some? Oh, here. Here, honey. Okay. Sorry, Martin Spring. Sorry, hon. Okay. I apologize. All right, Martin. When are you going to move? Martin, so in the recent past, what I'm seeing is a family, okay? It looks like you have somewhat of a family situation going on in the past. Not that that's bad. I just see a full family in the recent past. But I'm seeing a disagreement, maybe even a breakup in the past, okay? And I'm seeing you get a lot of clarity. Whatever you were unsure about in the recent past, you seem to have gained clarity about why there was an argument or a breakup. And there's some type of challenging rumors that look like they're going back and forth in the air, and that's disappointing. And I see where it really it's created maybe even a form of depression, where you kind of went into isolation in the recent past. And I see where it pissed you off. You went through crying to tantrums to I'm gonna kill them, that type of energy, and we've all been there. It goes from sadness to tears to rage, is what tears, rage, and it kind of looks like a little bit of depression where you kind of isolated. The more you think about it in the recent past, the more thought that you gave it, it would just piss you off. You would kind of fly off the handle. That was in the past. Now, when it comes to the future, or excuse me, when it comes to the present moment, I'm seeing an offer for you. I'm seeing an offer for you. Because it's the Ace of Cups, though, is this an offer that maybe family has presented you with on some level? Because whoever's presenting this offer cares. They care about you. They care about where you lay your head. They just care. This person's very nurturing. Whatever this offer is, it could even be a love offer, but I don't want to paint it that direction. It doesn't have to be from family either, but this is an offer that would be good for not just you. It would be a place for you to settle down, plant some roots for you and yours for the long haul. But the challenge is the money. The challenge is you're single, probably your single budget, right? Because you don't want to, me, this would be trying to avoid a financial pitfall, right? Like you're in love with the idea, you're in love with the thought of having a garden even, you're in love with the thought of the home and being there long term. But at the end of the day, it looks like you're telling me I'm trying to avoid financial pitfall here. After all, I'm single, I'm only one person. Now, if you're not single, I find that hard to believe, but if you're not single, you still, even if you're in a relationship, you're trying to avoid a financial pitfall. Because to spin this another way, if you are in a relationship now with this full family, this would be a fallout, a disagreement with someone where you gain clarity. And the more rumors that kind of spin around, at first you say, I'm not interested, I don't care, I'm not going to let it get to me. But the more that it keeps happening, I see it hurting your feelings and you getting sad about it. And the more you think about it, flying off the handle. Now, whether that was a relationship or whether that was you dealing with another situation with somebody you fell out with, either way, be the way. In the future, I see you jumping on something really quick. This could be something that checks off all the boxes for you, and you, in the future, it's like you're not going to hesitate. You're just going to go. It looks so appealing to you. Who wouldn't jump on this? And like you, so if you found this property or listing while you were at work, you would just leave work like, hey, sorry, I'm sick, I gotta go, and you would just take off in the middle of the night even. However, here's the deal even with that, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but in the future, should you act that fast, there's red flags all over this thing. The issue is your excitement would blind you from that. Whatever this is in the future, you act. There's an impulse here for you. It's so attractive. It's so attractive. Not realizing that you're going to be miserable because there's something very hard about it in the future. There's a bunch of burden. And even in your current energy, you're telling me I'm trying to avoid financial pitfall. There's a reason, though. Do you understand? And I see you jumping on this, and they're telling me straight up, there's red flags all over it. You're going to be miserable. It doesn't make you happy. And this is novelty. It's novelty, baby. In the future, I see you having this impulse moment of novelty. It's the time I bought the Camaro, okay? I bought a Camaro once off of a breakup. I was very sad. And I was driving around this dumpy old van, and I went and bought a Camaro. And I had it about a year. And at first, I was like, vroom, vroom, look at me. Look at me, I'm hot. And the novelty wears off, and you're miserable. There's red flags on it. You hate it. It's too hard. It's too much burden. It's too heavy. You know what I'm saying? For my situation, it was too light. I didn't feel safe in it. And I couldn't even race anybody because it was the V6. Like, why would you even put a V6 in a Camaro? Like, for what? Like, just defeats the point of even owning one. But I didn't know anything about cars at all. I didn't know anything. I didn't know. Like, when I got it, what, is it the SS? I was like, I don't know, maybe. You mean there's different models? Yes, asshole. I didn't know. I wasn't a car person. Okay. But yeah. That's what I'm seeing for you. This impulsive moment in the future where it just looks so good. It's so attractive. And they're telling me you're going to be miserable if you jump on this thing too fast. Why is this so hard? Well, another thing, if it was that appealing, baby, okay, if it's that appealing, there could be something here where the fear of missing out. The fear of missing out. But I'm telling you, if you do this too quickly off of fear of missing out in the future, you're going to be miserable. You're going to quickly realize that it's just too difficult. It's too hard. There is something here trying to avoid a financial pitfall. Now, I'll dig into it just a little bit deeper. I want to see, because that doesn't really sound like promising news for you. You're asking me, when will I move? I've been looking. I'm starting to get upset over it. Obviously, if you're living with family, there's been a disagreement. I mean, we clear about that. There's times where I'm wanting to rage on somebody. You know, it just feels isolating. And it's like, well, you know, the very first thing I see, I'm going to go after. But the issue with it is there's something very difficult. You're going to be miserable there. I'll give you an example. When I was looking for homes, this one, okay, I saw listings online that looked so good. The square footage looked good, all that. But when I got to the home, obviously, either A, they lied about the square footage, or B, they were counting the garage as livable space. I don't know. Either way, maybe the patio. Whatever they were counting as livable space, it was laughable. It was laughable. These homes were so small, but if you saw the picture, they looked big until I got there. Some of the neighborhoods, the home looks amazing, but you quickly realize you're in a hood. So just be cautious. Anything else you can tell her? Right. It's a challenge with you waiting, honey. It is. You have an answered prayer coming in the future. There's something in the recent past where you got a maybe answer, Martin Spring. And the challenge right now is that you're just waiting. And there's a part of you that wants to continue to wait and have faith, but a part of you that's just ready to give up. In the future, answered prayer. They need you to wait just a little bit longer. There's something coming for you in the future that is yours. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Okay, it's got your name on it. Again, with the waiting. In the recent past, there's something here about kind of good news, a maybe answer, where it leaves you like, okay, well, what action do I take, right? That's good news. Well, what action do I take? And since then, you're saying, yeah, and I've just been waiting. Current energy, I'm just waiting. You know, 2 of wands, 3 of wands. All right. That's the truth. Right now, you know the truth. You know that you're waiting. You're in this stage of waiting. Honey, in the future, you're going to love this. You are absolutely going to love this without a shadow of the doubt. When you see it, you're going to know it's yours. You are at this stage right now where you're almost ready to give up. The heavens is acknowledging that. They know it. They can see it written all over your face. I'm going to beat her. I'm going to beat her. Your spirit teams out here. Every time I get a live. I'm sorry, Martin, for all the interruptions, honey. You've been having a lot of interruptions because ain't nobody else got interrupted like you have. All right, I gotta wrap you up. I'm sorry. Yeah, your spirit team came out. Right. Your spirit teams came out here. Listen. In the recent past, there's some type of information that you were given. It was kind of good, kind of bad, kinda, where you just kind of wait and take action. And it looks like you're kind of juggling money. You have a lot on your plate. You're looking at all these different options when it comes to looking maybe at rentals or listings or what. But there's warnings around these options. Be careful what you choose. You get all excited, possibly even looking over a body of water. And you're trying to go with the flow. You're trying to stay disciplined in some type of regard. But you're at this point, you're just like, I'm ready to give up. That's the truth. I'm heartbroken. I'm beside myself. In the future, answered prayer. But why the Five of Wands? Why? Whatever this decision is that you make in the future, this is an answered prayer for you. But it seems like it creates argument with other people around you. Furthermore, if you feel like there's competition for whatever place this is, like you're gonna have to fight your way in, no, that's not the case. This is your answered prayer. Your name's written on it. Okay. I still feel like you're gonna have to argue with some people. Somebody's gonna have a grievance with it. What is on that Five of Wands? Why the argument? Yeah, you're okay. There's something about whatever you want that you just absolutely fall in love with. You know it when you see it. It's an answered prayer for you. You in love with it in the future. In love with it. What the people around you, to me, feels like family. Friends, family, colleagues. They have argument with it. I don't know why. They just do. You know, maybe it involves you traveling over a body of water or what. Also, if you feel like there's competition for this place, honey, again, it's yours. This is yours. You can go ahead and cheers to it. So I hope that helps you a little bit. Just relax. You know, Ace of Swords, Three of Swords. Yes, it's heartbreaking. The heavens is acknowledging that. Like, it's not like they want to see you heartbroken. But just relax, okay? Yes, there's a delay. Even if I add these or I deduct them. If I add the ace to the 3 or I deduct the ace off the 3, there's a delay. There's a lot you don't know and there's a reason for the delay. I know it's heartbreaking, but you have just a small bit of weight yet. You know, answered prayers come in, an answered prayer is just for you. Raymond Torres. Let me see if I can move that one. Yeah, that's a, you said jealousy. Yeah, Five of Wands can be jealousy as well. Competition, jealousy. Raymond Torres. Love for the rest of December. Happy holidays. Truth. Hello? Truth. Go ahead for my boy Raymond. Raymond, you worry yourself sick about this. All right, Raymond. Lover boy. Mr. Lover over here. Lover boy. This all masculine energy. It's all men's up in here. It's raining men's up in your reading. I'm not saying that in a weird way, but it's just so masculine. Go ahead for my boy Raymond. Raymond Torres, look at all these men that's up in your reading. You're coming across very masculine. Extremely masculine. You got a feminine bone in your body. Look at all, you got all the men on the board. There ain't, I don't even think I'm missing one gentleman out here. You got all the men on the board. Pretty sure. Shit. The King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the King of Swords, the Emperor. There's a lot of masculine energy. The King of Wands, right? You got them all. You got all my kings. You got all 4 kings and the Emperor. You don't get more masculine than that. You got them all. And you got the princes out here. You know what I mean? You got the knights out here. All right, let's go. All right. So in the recent past, I see you worrying. It's like you're telling me, no, I'm single, I'm emotionally fulfilled, I'm good. When it comes to your money and when it comes to who you are as a person, like you know you want a relationship. You know that you have love in your heart for someone. You know that you're successful and stable, but you're worried about it. It keeps you up at night. You're worried about moving forward. And a lot of that has to do with some third party heartbreak. You know, in the recent past, you're saying it was hard to move on. You know, I got my heart broke. World's smallest violin and all, but I see you knowing the truth about it and healing. It delayed you. It always delays somebody, right? The truth is that you want to be happy, you want to create a family, and that you're accepting there's a delay. Even in the recent past, you're accepting a delay. Furthermore, in the recent past, although you tell me, yes, I have my heart broke, the truth is I want to be happy, I want a family, there's this doubt energy with you. Well, maybe if I take action and try to reconcile with so and so, maybe, right? Furthermore, I think that if you did reconcile with someone in the recent past, that caused additional delays with you. Your current energy. What is going on with you in the current energy? That's where you're starting to lose me here. Check for a pulse. This high priest with the judgment. I gotta check for the pulse on this reading because it's weird. You got high blood pressure or something? You lost me. In your current energy, you lost me. Let me see something. I'm gonna kill him. Okay, so what I'm seeing right now, Raymond, it looks like you're trying to go out on dates and you're offering yourself out there. You got to put yourself out there as a man, right? Because the man asks the women don't ask the man, and you're telling me that. You're saying, hey, I'm out there and I'm putting myself out there and I'm trying to buy women drinks or whatever you're doing. You're making the first move, but you're starting to build resentment because you're not on the same page with these women. It's like, what do they want? Like, I'm asking them straight up, you know, simple questions. What's your name? Can I buy you a drink? Tell me a little bit about yourself. Where do you work? It's like, are you, and you're telling me we're not on the minute they open their mouth, you aren't on the same page with them. You feel like you ain't speaking the same language. And there's something here about the minute that you look at them, whatever they say, there's something about your intuition that already calls it. It blows the horn on it, where you've already kind of judged it. Like, yep, time of death, 12:30. Whatever comes out of their mouth, you realize immediately, like you go in open-minded and with an open heart. But immediately you're seeing resentment, grudges, how y'all ain't on the same page. And you should feel that way. You should be able to call a spade in the current energy. You're trusting your intuition and you're calling it very early. We're not on the same page. I think that you would pay the tab. See you later, yawn, I gotta go to work in the morning. But what I'm seeing in your current energy is like, I'm starting to have a little bit of resentment. I'm seeing that I'm not on the same page with anybody. I'm asking them very simple questions. And your gut knows, like, I've got to call it quick. Because some of the questions that you're just trying to figure out is very basic. Like, what do you do for a living? Just to see if this would work out. There's something here about maybe even when you offer up a date or something, just to see if it would work for you. And you quickly realize it won't. It's starting to build resentment a little bit. Now, in the future, I see you being successful and victorious. I see you being a husband and a father, the emperor. I see you being locked down, cuffed up, okay? I see you getting a victory in the future. Emperor. I see you being a husband. I see you being a father. I see you being locked there too. Locked up there too. You will be tied there. You will have other things to worry about in the near future. However, with the moon card and then what's fitting to happen in the future for you, the crystal ball gets blurry, okay? The next state, what I'm saying is, you have a lot to celebrate in the future. You're victorious in this aspect. There's something here about the very near future that you're going to have a wealth of new things to worry about, okay? A wealth of new things to worry about. A lot of, maybe even children involved. But the things that you have to worry about in the future are a lot harder than what they are for you right now. If there was some advice that a father figure recently gave you and it's kind of been looping in your mind, ask for some clarity on it. Ask for some clarity on it. I see you being successful in the future. You know, the Emperor is usually a husband and a father. And I see you having brand new worries and fears in the future. Especially about what actions to take. How do I change a diaper? What do I do if they feel hot? Is it normal for them not to eat for 9 hours? The challenges that you have in the future are a lot harder than what you're dealing with now. And I know you're asking me about the rest of December. This doesn't feel like the rest of December. This just feels like a general reading about your love life. And I'm sorry that I've never been good with dates, narrowing down timelines. Usually, however, I don't give far off readings. I'm not known for giving too terribly far off readings, Raymond. Just understand that your future, albeit you're successful, you're getting this victory. It also comes with a whole wealth of new challenges for you. Husband, father, I see you having a whole bunch of new stuff to be worried about. Stop now. Lay down. Lay down. Bed. Sit. Sit. Thank you. Earl. Sit. Thank you. Thank you for turning that on. Anyway, that's all I can tell you, Raymond's Rest. How long have I been on here? I've been on here forever. RNR WND 73. What's your question? You say, yeah, dang, my girl just left me. Can I get a reading? What's your question? Hunchman? Huncho man? Huncho man? I don't know. Huncho man 10, I don't know. With the Steelers symbol, if you're still here, could you hit the heart sign? Otherwise, I'm going to skip you. Ain't this right? Huncho man 10, can you hit that heart sign? Otherwise, I'm going to skip you. You were asking about Jamila's current intentions towards you. You gotta hit the heart sign. I'm gonna skip you. There you go. Thank you. What are you trying to say? Huncho me? I don't know. Jamila, current intentions towards you. Towards Huncho man. let's go. Jamila, intentions towards you. It's interesting because your hand or what, it sounds like hunt, H-U-N-T. And that's what I see this person doing, pursuing you. They hunt you down. It look like hunting a man, especially if you're a dude. What's the matter, hon? Alright. Alright, when I look at Jamila, she's very focused on you. She's taking action on you. Like I said, this is somebody, she will cut the windows on you. Cut the windows on you. I don't know. This will make key your car. She's pissed. She's blaming you. This is accusation. She's taking action on it. Whatever this is, there's this trigger moment in the recent past where this person is very focused on you and taking action, because this is when everything collapses in the recent past and there is a heartbreak. So this is a lot of blame, even accusations, whatever. Current energy. Current energy about this relationship. Is there a mistress here or something? Because this girl, I'm telling you, this girl, her intuition, or your intuition rather, she got a lot of feelings for you. There's a lot of love there. She wants to give you this love offer. She does. She wants this to be fair, equally yoked. She wants to put behind whatever transgressions happen in the recent past. She wants to put that behind you all. Move forward. Move forward. Furthermore, if she's projecting that image now regarding this relationship, that she's good, she's put it all behind her, she's single, she's independent, she's in a relationship, we don't know. No, this is all, she's still heavily in love with you. This woman's got a lot of feelings. She wants to make you a love offer for sure. Regardless if you two used to be in a relationship or not, I do feel like you did. If not, whatever happened to the girl in the recent past, well, she flipped the F out. Whatever action she did when it looks like, this is a strong accusation, she could have even flipped out. It's because she was heartbroken. There's a third-party heartbreak. Something here damaged her, and it's a third-party influence that created this tower. Trust your gut about this woman. She wants to give you a love offer for sure. She wants things to be equally yoked. There's something here about her energy where she's just trying to go with the flow. She seems like she's strong, single, and independent. Big-hearted, good-hearted woman. In the future, I do see you having to stand your ground with this person and call it. This is what it is. This girl could be, if there's a transgression that happened between the two of you in the recent past, she wants you to apologize. She wants you to say what you mean and mean what you say and say that you're sorry. She wants you, the challenge here is who's going to make the first move. Furthermore, there's challenging gossip. So if you have to confront her about something, there is something here about remorse and regret based off someone's small flirtations, whatever this is. I do feel like it's her that wants you to make the first move and apologize. If that's a transgression. If that's not a transgression, you're going to have to just ask her what this is, what it is, okay? What it is. And be prepared to be let down. I don't think it's going to be that way at all. I think this woman most likely is going to apologize for sending you a wrong signal. The challenge here of her flirting, I think, is, you know, what she's really after. She expects you to read in between the lines, for sure. Does that make sense? It would help me to know, what's your name? Honcho Man, duh. No, it's not. Is that Honcho Man? I don't know. It would help me to know, like, what the nature of your relationship was with this lady. Like y'all broke up or what. But what I'm seeing is there's a lot of blame in the recent past. Someone takes action, completely tears this ship down. Heartbreak is here, most likely from a third party or someone suspecting that. Strong accusations of it, but she's heartbroken. When it comes to this relationship, trust your gut. This woman's got a lot of strong feelings for you. She does. She wants things to be equally yoked and fair. Trying to go with the flow, telling me she's independent and all that. Okay, girl. There's something here you're going to have to just man up about, straight up ask her. There's an apology here, though, in the future, and I feel like she wants you to give it. If it ain't you giving it, whatever you ask her, it's like you're embracing for the worst, like you're gonna embrace for this person to let you down. There's something here even about flirting, a challenging rumor even. It would help me to have a little bit more information to know. My son got his car tuned, and now he got flames that shoot out the back, so it is pretty cool. Not that y'all care to hear that, but if you hear the engine, that's why. You know, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be extremely loud and have flames coming out the back. It is pretty cool, though. All right, look, Honcho Man. This person is trying to keep themselves busy. They're hurt. They're hurt. You know, I feel like what they're doing is they're keeping themselves busy and distracted as much as they can. And they're doing this into excess until they get exhausted enough to go to sleep. There's something here about just waiting. It's like this person's just waiting on a betrayal. I don't know if they feel juggled. They don't feel like they're being prioritized. They're very hurt by that. And in the recent past anyway, this person feels juggled. Juggled as in they don't feel like they're being prioritized, and it hurts them. Going to bed, checking messages that ain't coming through. And the more they wait on them, the more resentment and grudges they build in the recent past. The current energy, Jamila is telling me, it's over. It's over. This person is miserable. They're miserable. You could ask anybody in their family. They don't get along with nobody in their family. The family's asking them, like, what are you going to do? Are we just going to lay here in this bed all day? Like, what's up? This person feels like it's over and everything's changed for them. They're miserable at the current issue, the current moment, or what? And that's what I'm seeing. But it would be more insightful if I had a little bit more information. All right, Miss Wright. Thank you. All right. Prit Haga, what? I don't know. Prit. What does Ayush feel about me? Is he able to give me a commitment for marriage? Y'all ain't even in contact. Okay. What's going on with Ayush and Prit? Ayush and Prit, what's going on with them? Is this her boo or what? Bubba, it's okay. It's okay. I promise. What's going on with, I'm sorry about the boys. Ooh, spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare. I mean, somewhat. Shit, let me see. This part, well, okay. Let me not spirit. I'm not gonna spend this in a spiritual. This is okay. I see what they're saying. Let me see. I see what they say. Honey, your kindness will get taken for weakness. Get over here. Get over here. This person put you, okay, girl. Put you on the back burner. They put you on the back burner. They're going to save you now or later. They're going to save you for now and later. Spiritual warfare. There's a layer of spiritual warfare to your reading. A little bit, hon. Okay? A little bit. You've got the devil. You've got all the big boy arcanas in the future, which is the devil, the temperance, and the star. A little bit of spiritual warfare is going on with your reading. Okay? I mean, don't read too far into it because after all, we're human. And this person is allowing themselves to be impacted by demonic influence at the end of the day. Okay? At any rate, in the recent past, I'm going to call you Prit, P-R-I-T, I-B-H-A-G-W-A-T, 2603. I'm just going to call you Prit. Listen, when it comes to Ayush, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. You're coming across as financially capable and strong. Like you're very well put together. And if you guys reconciled in the recent past and then this person took off on you, they could have just like left some of their stuff there or what. But what I'm saying, if they didn't leave any of their belongings in your possession, they feel like they can come back and reconcile with you whenever. Like you are an old tree that's been there for 35 years. You're not going nowhere. You're stable. They can, you a good time and you're stable. They take off and they just know that when they come back, you will be there. You will be in the same spot that they left you in. The current energy, when it comes for you waiting for this commitment, this person's a liar. They're a liar. The challenge with this person is they are a liar. Especially when it comes to marriage. The challenge is this person lying to you. Because what they're doing right now to you, Prit, is they're humiliating you. It's not funny. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. The challenge on an Empress energy at that, the challenge for the Empress energy, somebody that wants to be married, okay? For one, they're lying about it. But for two, it's humiliating. It's borderline humiliation at this point. Because what this gentleman is doing, he's just doing whatever the hell he wants to. He's out there chasing his lust, his flesh. I don't know if he at some point was telling you, calling you wifey or what. That's lies. That's lies. Whatever he said to you, he said he was going to go pursue what? A career, King of Pentacles. Oh, when I get my clothing line together, when I get my record deal, whatever the hell he said he was going to go do. Maybe it was just college or something. But there is something here about a lie and sabotaging you and humiliating you in the middle of it. He runs off, pursues whatever this is. He says it's for stability, college, whatever that is. Listen, honey, This person is going to continue to abuse your kindness. They're abusing your kindness. You will always be there to heal it with them. And this excites them. Who wouldn't be excited? They know that in the future, when they come back, they get this fresh new start with you. Do you see the big wand? Wands are the male phallic. So of course this person's going to get a hard one, thinking they can just come back and abuse you. You are a soft place to land. Answered prayer. Answered prayer. Because they promise you this fresh start, answered prayer. Oh my God, this is happening. But this person, when you get this, there's something here about abusing your kindness in the future. And when you do get this fresh start, answered prayer, this person is embarrassed, ashamed, and scared. They're worried about you finding out something. Do I think that there's a possibility that you two in the future will get married? Yes, I do. Because I have a very challenged Empress right now. You know, the Empress and the Emperor are married. They're a couple. But here's the deal. There's a very challenging situation right now where you're being lied to in the current energy. It is humiliating. Now in the future, I see that this person's tempted to heal it with you. They're abusing that good nature that you have. I see a fresh start for you in the future, and I see this being your answered prayer. This gentleman is praying to God that you never find out about something. I do see him, I see the two of you getting married in the future. But this person, when it comes to the star, and you finding out about something, you learning about something, this gentleman's praying to God that you never find out. They've abused your good nature. This will be a gentleman that comes back and wants to get married real quick. Yes, girl, I love you. Oh my God, thank God. I'm so glad you took me back. It's been so long. Let's get married now. And just want to go run to the justice of the peace and hurry up and get married. Because they're nervous. They're nervous about you learning something about them. I do feel like whatever the gentleman did, he learned his lesson. To me, it's somebody that went out there in the current energy. He's out there trying to sow wild oats. He's trying to sow some wild oats and get it out of his system. But he's praying to God you don't ever find out. And I do think, well, I see in the cards that he's abused your good nature. He's immediately going to want to come back for this fresh start, answered prayer, but he's nervous. He's scared to death. He feels ashamed. He's telling me I learned my lesson. I just want to be a married man. I'll never do it again. Please, Lord, don't let her find out. Please, Lord, don't let her find out. If I was you, I wouldn't go digging. I wouldn't. You're separated. You're no contact. You're not married. Why do you care? Don't go digging. In my opinion, but what do I know? I mean, hell, why would you take advice from somebody who isn't even in a relationship? I'm just telling you what I see in the cards, okay? Don't take my advice. I'm telling you what I see in the cards. I don't want to give you a personal opinion. My personal opinion is if it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, I wouldn't go looking for trouble. But then again, yeah. I don't know if that's such good advice anymore. I feel like pick and choose your battles. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Pick and choose your battles. Were you together? Were you not together? Was you even in contact? Who cares? In my opinion. But hey, what do I know? That's for Prit, okay? Oh my goodness. She doing dark stuff to you. I don't know about that. Miss Wright. Hey, Miss Wright. Are you still here, Miss Wright, Tamika? Can you hit the heart button if you're still here? Oh, there you are. Okay, girl. I see you. I sees you. Miss Wright. Her's lonely. Her lonely time. She wants a man. That's why you don't got boyfriend. Remember that nail bit they did with the nails? She said, you want long nails, short nails. That's why you don't go both around. I see you're getting there. You've had admirers now for quite some time. They could be younger than you, though. Do the spirits see me ending the year with anyone? Okay. Otherwise, won't be so low. Womp womp. Oh, that's right. You need a virtual hug, baby. You're so big-hearted. Seriously, you got the tower with the 5 of cups. Right. It's like that Akon lonely song. Lonely and so lonely. And I see it. You're just a very emotional person. You're just a very emotional person. You know, when you upset, you got emotions, and there's nothing wrong with that. You could be a water sign, by the way. I see a lot of water behind you. A lot. I've never noticed that much water in this card before, ever. I've never known, like, you got guardrails up on that water. I think you're trying to guard your emotions for sure, but there's so much water pouring. And you see the guardrail behind her? I've never noticed that before in that card, ever. You're trying to guard it, but at the same time, you're like, damn, is there anybody I can give the cup to? Does not anybody want to drink from the cup? Anybody? Anybody? Flirt with me, damn. Again, with the younger energy. Again, I saw it in the pre-shuffle. Young. What? You got young, baby. Young. Page. After the first, I don't know. Let me just keep going, but let me keep going. Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh, now, go ahead. Oh, I like this for you. I like this. The first time I ever had your energy change up for me. Lord Jesus, what does idiot do? I see what he did. D, all the above. Tomatoes. How'd it go? Tomatoes, potatoes, spam. What didn't he do? Okay. Girl, give me something else there. All right. Why do I always gotta pull out more cards every time I deal with you, girl? You always put me to work. Yeah, I mean, I really don't. I really don't need to. Listen, there is something, I feel like this is something to do with an age difference with you. In the recent past, there is a tower. And I think the tower fell slowly. Where we tried to even lean the tower up. You ever seen a leaning tower? What do they call it? Leaning tower at Pisa? You know, where, sorry, wrong arm. Where you try to lean it up. And I just think that you mourned that for a while. The recent past. You mourned it. You didn't want to see it fall all the way. And this person with their nonchalant, maybe Shekinah attitude, I mean, it was hurtful. But in the recent past, I see you letting them get away with it. You were letting them get away with it for fear that when the tower falls, you know. And it just, every day that they did this shit to you with their Shekinah half-ass information that they gave you, it just kind of prolonged the pain in the recent past. It did. And it's sad and it's hurtful. I think you put up with it for quite a while, like most women do. Yeah. I'm getting away with a hell of a lot. Hell of a lot. Anyway, that's the past. On to the new. Right now, it looks like you ready for love, girl. I mean, Queen of Cups, upright. You want a marriage. You want the full enchilada. I want it all. I want the marriage. When is this guy going to pursue me? I am here. I am single. I am in the market for love. I am looking for someone to love. An emperor. This emperor pursuing you in the current energy to the empress. I see someone has their eye on you and they are pursuing you hard. Their focus is on you. You look stable. You look grounded. You got your head on your shoulders. The issue with the person pursuing you is this emperor is not for sure if you two on the same page. Why, might you ask? Well, in the future when they go to flirting with you, they're telling me that the love is just unrequited, that, you know, like you're not interested. And the reason I'm seeing this is this page. You know, page to a damn empress emperor, you know, that's a stretch. Like the love's unrequited, just like you wouldn't be interested. And I see that them pressuring you hard, like, no, you got me messed up. I do want a relationship. I'm trying to give you the full enchilada. I'm trying to be on what you want. I'm trying to give you everything, lady. If you'd give them a chance in the future. Furthermore, in regards to the timing, again, somebody else asked me, it was Raymond Torres, they asked me about, you know, do you see it happening before that? I strongly feel like this could be after the first, after a cycle wraps up, or they're pursuing you hard up until the cycle runs up. You see what I'm saying? Concerning a time frame. I've got a gentleman pursuing you hard, and he's just going to throw caution to the wind and do it. He thinks you his wife, and he's got his eye on you. Maybe this is how he wants to wrap up the end of the year. Either A, he's going to wrap up the end of the year like this, or B, it's going to be, you know, how we kick off the new year. He finds you extremely stable, grounded, respected, but his issue with you is, are we on the same page? Or your issue with him, are we anywhere close to being on the same page? In the future, he's trying to flirt with you, baby steps and all. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to baby step with you. But this Ace of Cups reversed, like you ain't interested in love with him. And to me, it could be an age difference. Because when he goes to present it again, the Knight, you get what I'm saying? With this person, I mean, I don't know if they just look young or there's a small age difference, whatever it is, they truly are trying to give you everything. I don't see any ill intent from this person other than you being reluctant to give them a chance. Ma'am. If it's not an age difference, hear me out. If it's not an age difference, this person could put you in mind of whoever, because the past is playing a significant role. Whatever this tower reverse was, it took a long time for this tower to fall. Meaning, it already fell. Honey, this thing was done a year before it collapsed all the way. But we stayed there trying to band-aid bullet holes for a long time. Because of the emotions, you know, because of the sadness. And there's all these little half-ass messages and half-ass information this person's giving you in the recent past. And it allowed them to get away with murder. I'm not going to say murder, but you get what I'm saying. It allowed them to get away with everything. It allowed them to get away with everything. The reason I'm bringing that into the future or even the current energy is because I feel like if this is not an age difference, this is somebody that's going to put you in the mind of the same person who did this to you in the past. Maybe they look alike or they talk alike or whatever. I feel like it's an age difference though, but maybe not. That's what I see for you, Miss Ray. Anything else you can tell Miss Ray, Miss Tanika Ray? Yeah, this love offer. Somebody here trying to get to know you. You gotta admire her, man. There's somebody here admiring you. Looks up to you. They love you. This person just love everything about you. Look at them. Hey girl, I see you in the tower. Hello. Now, Lord, I don't think this is an ex, though. I don't. I had no ex energy. They was just kind of telling me what backfired in the past. You see what I'm saying? What fell in the past. If I thought it was an ex, I'd tell you. Because at first I was like, well, this person could have learned their lesson. But that said, whoever this person is, they're trying to get to know you. Whatever they have already gotten to know, they think that you're stable, well-rounded, grounded, got a good head on your shoulders. They put a lot of thought into this too. I mean, this person's really put a lot of thought into you, this admiration. And they smarter than what they appear. This person knows what they want. They want a family with you. This person could be a cusper, could be a water air sign, like a Libra, Scorpio or something. It could be. It don't have to be. I just noticed that. Oh, girl. Yeah, you got this hating in this little lover situation. You got some hating. I mean, that could be a twin coming up for you. I hope not, but I don't mean to say I hope not, but whatever this is, you got some hating coming off of it. Oh, yeah. What is this? Oh, they giving me the background story. Go ahead. Oh, this person, oh, well, damn. Damn. I don't know what to say about that. Damn it, man. Because there's got to put, man. I mean, you got a 85 to the 85 to the 75. Like, you got 888. To me, you know, damn it. In the recent past, there's something here about sabotaging a lover situation. And someone here is trying to offer love. But they want to do it the right way. They want to do it the right way. Now, I want to be fair with you. I don't know if this person's going through a divorce or what, or they're just trying to give me the backstory, because it's the same dude that wanted to offer you the cup. Do you see what I'm saying? I feel like this could be a backstory on him. Something here with sabotage. Somebody here dated a liar, a narcissist, a psychopath, a sociopath. In the current past, this person could have went through legal issues, trouble, something like that. Right now, current energy, this is heartbreaking. I don't know if this person's paid, because to me, coming off that justice, I mean, it looks like they're paying somebody a pretty penny, and that's heartbreaking. They're going to be paying them for a while. There's something here about manifesting you, but they're manifesting you at a time of grief, and I think you are as well. They're manifesting you out of a time of grief, meaning the Three of Swords and a Five of Cups. I think you're doing it, they're doing it, so mote it be. Whatever, you know, times three, whatever y'all into, okay? But in the future, what I'm seeing is that there's this challenging back and forth communication, challenging travel even. And there's arguing here. There's arguments here. This person wants to come towards you, and there's competition. Somebody's trying to push towards you, but there's competition, and this person's extremely worried about it, and they're trying to approach you first. I'm trying to get there first. This person wants it to work. They do. They want it to work. I really want this to work. I'm trying to negotiate with you, lady. Because in the future, there's something here about travel and them struggling with travel and them getting beat up on. There's an argument here, and then this person just kind of being stuck in it. I don't know. I would set the boundaries with this person, or they're going to set them with you. Something here about boundaries to make this work, especially if you're trying to move this forward too quickly in the future. Because in the future, what I'm saying is this has the potential to move forward quick and fast. It's almost like for the fear of missing out, right? And I don't want nobody else to get him or her. And this person is all I can think about. And I'm trying to negotiate this with you to make this work because I don't want to get left out. But this could also be something about, well, it just makes more sense for us to work together and join our finances or what? Because immediately I'm picking up that this person finds you the Queen of Pentacles. They find you to be career-minded, stable, and level-headed. This person, okay. It's just there's a challenge of this thing moving in the future. I don't want to paint this in a bad light. There's a challenge of this thing in the future moving forward too quickly. And an argument about it. And whatever it is, it kind of sticks with someone and it kind of ruminates in their head. Now, mind you, I'm talking about the future. They're just telling me that you need to keep your boundaries up high. It's not that you can't negotiate with this person and make it work. But if this person has any type of financial issues and maybe they want to combine forces so that y'all, wouldn't it be better if we joined our finances? Their issues aren't your issues. And this could be you. Your issues financially aren't their issues financially, although I doubt it is. Because there's something in the past about a sabotaged lover's situation and somebody went to give someone a love offer. But to be fair, right, wrong, or indifferent, there is a legal issue because of that. I see a big fat liar in the past where somebody here was dealing with a player and consequently there was a legal issue. The challenge of that is that it looks like someone here is paying somebody for a while. Pretty penny, might I add, due to a third party. For a while, okay? A long time. And I do think that right now, either A, you're manifesting this person out of grief, or B, you both are doing it. And in the potential, in the future, this thing has the potential to move forward at lightning fast speed. And I also see that you may feel the need, because of your protective nature, you may feel the need to come to someone's defense. Like, no, you don't. I care about this person. No, you don't. You see what I'm saying? We do that when we care about people. Like, nah, I can't believe they did you like that. They're not going to play you like that. You sympathize or you empathize with someone very quickly. It's like, nah, we'll make it work. They ain't going to do you like that. They ain't going to just shit on you. Like, you see what I mean? You need to guard. You need to keep your own boundaries up. The issue with you is that I see that you get worried about people. Like, what are they doing? They coming towards you to do what? They said what? They're going to argue with you. You get in your own head where you start feeling kind of trapped. Like, I can't, where you feel like the type, like, you going to pull up. Like, no, they don't. I got this person. We'll make it work. Nah, they ain't going to do you like that. They're not going to play you like a sucker. That's where you see what I'm saying? Now, all of a sudden, their issues now their shit's your shit. And it's just not going to be like that. Too early. And it's got the potential in the future to move quick. You see what I mean? I think it's sympathy. I think that there's manifesting someone off of sorrow and grief, and I can't, like, what it feels like to be treated like that, and there's almost like a trigger. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. It's gonna resonate in the future. That's all I know. Rom R 5310. Are you still here? ROMR 5310. I've been looking for work and I have been rejected so far. Are you still here? Can you hit the heart button if you're still here? All right. Rom R 5310. Looking for work so far, been rejected. Will you find it? Will I find work within the next month? If so, what should I look for? Yeah, they're okay. Okay, I don't. Well, they couldn't have been more general and vague with me. I don't have no cards here that would say you need to be a electrician. Do you understand? Although it does have a lot of water with it. Should maybe it's a plumber. Hold on. But I see you. I mean, I see the King of Pentacles, and I see you, you know, you're looking for stability. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Look, I'm worried about my finances, lady. Hello? I'm worried about them. Are keeping me up at night. I get it. I get it. Yeah, you really worried about your finances. God bless you. Worried about my car payment, yo. They're going to tow my damn car. I got to hide it at my grandma's house and shit. This is odd. It is. I've never quite given a reading like this, especially at the end of the year. The challenge of this at the end of the year. You know, how we're going to wrap up this cycle. So listen, there's something in the recent past that you have never considered, ever. You've never given it a second thought. Rum or 5310. You've never considered this, ever. In the recent past, never gave it a second thought. However, you kind of ran out of options. It's like, well, I've never given it much consideration, but considering my current options, and I don't. To me, it looks like you're hanging out with friends, and they're telling you about something that make a lot of money. Like so and so's made a lot of money off of this in the recent past. Now, whatever this contract is, whoever was telling you that, they meant what they said. I do think you need to approach this person for more information on how to proceed forward with whatever it was in the past. Because they're telling me that you never gave this whatever conversation that you saw or heard of in the recent past, you were sitting with people. You never gave it a second thought. You never even heard of it before. Something along those lines, but you were, at this point, you had options. You're a smart guy, and I'm assuming you're a guy. You don't have to be, but I am assuming that. King and king. I do have a female out here, but I'm getting there. There's something here about this contract. Like, let me see. You got anything I could see for myself? Yes, whoever this is, they got proof, they got facts, they got receipts. How many more you want to see? They'll give you however many you want to see. Whoever this is, they can help promote, push you forward. There is some competition here, but whatever it is, you would excel at this. All you have to do is take the risk. You would excel in this.